Greetings, my friends. I'm Gilles Mansillon. I thought I'd come and wish you a good day. I wanted to send greeting and I wanted to salute your divinity. We all have these divinities. It's very important when whoever you meet, whoever you come across, to see, to send light to their divinity. It awakens them, even if they're unaware that they have this immortal, eternal being within themselves. It awakens them. So continue to call on, invoke the presence of your Creator. Doesn't matter how you call it. You may call on Allah, you may call on Adonai, you may call on the universal Father on paradise. There is only one God that is all, and it has many facets of personalities. And so it is very important to continue to invoke, to remember this source. And I'm going to discuss a few ideas. The first one is about magic. The magic powers. There is many aspects of magic, from dark to light, but white magic is the most powerful of all. It is a magic that is the will of God in motions, and that is activated from our intention, from our vibration. We don't even have to do much to do it. It's just by being. When we are in our presence, it activates all kinds of new potential. And it also, being in our presence, also protects us, and it protects us, but it also cancels out all kinds of dark programations and energies, as well as transform all according to the will of God. There is this great magical time. We're living in a magical time. Yet we do not control the outcome. In many forms of magic, you make an incantation, you create a ceremony with a precise intention to create an outcome. With the white magic, the magic of God, you allow the Creator, supreme intelligence, to let the income out, make the outcome that God wishes. So, because I've been initiated to many aspects of magic, I mean, not dark magic, but high ceremonials, Gardnerians, many aspects of magic. It's not necessarily dark, but this white magic, the power of God, is so much more powerful than anything that we could create within our minds. And but it's still commanded and activated by our intentions towards the highest good. It elevates it creates the greatest outcome. Yet it is conditioned by our deepest desires, or sometimes it's a solution to find solution to a problem that we have no solution from the mental planes, but we ask from our intention that I am presence bring light into a situation, and often the situation comes naturally. So because there is dark magic that are that have been performed on this planet, a lot darker than anybody could even think of. But all of that is our presence here and our awakening as a collective group of awakened beings make all of those dark magic completely important. It's like one positive source can cancel out 1,000 decrees of the dark magicians. It become completely important just because we are here with our I am presence, our awakened presence. And we assume the responsibility of sovereign strength and authority that comes from within. And we do not have any ill will or desire of conflicting with the dark masters, with the dark lords and all those beings. We don't even calculate them. They don't come into our equation. We don't even need. We stay in the state of grace. And the light, as we come with our light, all the darkness dissolves. If you're in the dark room and you bring a light, the darkness will dissolve. So there is really no need to struggle or fight against dark and light. This is completely this is a dark program. This opposition of dark and light. The light does not have light, and love of God do not have any opposite. It's a supreme energy, and because all will have to come back to the light, or will be consumed by the light. And many in the controllers' hierarchies are realizing that, and some of them are coming back to the light. Others are resisting; they will eventually be consumed by the light. But we continue to learn and integrate, and there is many magical knowledge that we still need. We can also integrate. When you go to sleep, you can ask to attend the Merlin school on the inner planes. Merlin, sometimes we call on him, he's an ascended master. He comes, he's got a big beard, he's got his pipe, he's got this big pointy hat with blue and golden stars, and his robe that's blue of golden stars. And he's an amazing master. He's got this power, he's got this knowledge. But if he comes and you're not ready, he's not going to stick around. It's like Todd, the master Todd. You can call on him if you or Metatron. If you're not ready, they'll come, they'll say hello, and they go. But if you're ready to work, you can. They will teach you. So we do a lot of things during our sleep that we do not remember. It's like night school, while we are sleeping. And then it takes some time for our soul is integrating the knowledge up there, but then it takes some time to be revealed within our awakened consciousness, because some of this knowledge is progressively being transferred into our human consciousness. And there's many magical words that function, like abracadabra, and there is very powerful mantras as well, like Namo Amitabha. It's the invocation of the Buddha of infinite light, or Om Mani Padme Hum in Tibetan, or Kadosh 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 Adonai Sebayoth in Hebrew. But there is also many powerful keywords in Egyptian, in Latin, in Greek, in Sanskrit. There is some, because the power of sound is very powerful, and some of those words. So be careful when you use how you use your words. Mantras are very good to positive decree and affirmation and connection. I salute you, Lord Creator, without limit and all powerful. So you call on your Creator more and more and more. It really clear up the mind to be able to recite a mantra. For the inner state of being is far more important than the outer activity. We need to create a balance, but it's far more, the actions are far more powerful when the mind is associated with the heart than when it comes from pure mind and ego alone. We'll come to realize that a lot of actions that come purely from mind do not have that much effect, or they're not positive effect. But when they come from the heart guides the mind towards action, then there is a greater impact and positive outcome. It is important to laugh at our imperfection, to laugh at all those little things that it's part of the process. We came in with so many little imperfection, quarks, and so we have to love them and laugh at them and laugh as much as possible. And so I'm going to pull a card and discuss another idea. Well, we very soon we're going to come into a new global financial system called the quantum financial system, and there will be some sort of blockchains that will be happening. Right now there is a regeneration. It is the card of the day. All our cells are being regenerated, so it's very much we are getting younger. It's not manifested necessarily on the physical plane. There is an inner working within ourselves, and it's all very magical. The physical, just being in a physical body, for the physical body to work, there's thousands and thousands of energy systems that are always working beyond our level of consciousness. Just a heartbeat, or the ability to breathe without having to think. Although it's good to think about, to be conscious of our breath. But there are countless chemical interaction all the time within our physical body and within ourselves that are absolutely magical. And for some people, I'm going to discuss an idea that very soon everything is going to be tokenized. It's going to be, once the new system comes in, there'll be a blockchain that will be created. And every asset, every active, anything that has value will have a token. There's some people that wanted to buy me my art as an NFT, but I'm telling them, buy the painting and then create the NFT. It will be a proof of ownership. But if you buy the NFT and you don't have the painting, it's completely meaningless and it wouldn't even be ethical. So hopefully they will understand and they're going to do that. But so it's like anybody who's bought my art, you're welcome to do an NFT. But I think I would wait till the new blockchains comes in, and then at which point I'm probably going to tokenize all my art. But anything that has value will be tokenized, and you will be a part of exchange. So there will be no more frauds. There will be no more. You won't be able to steal. You won't be able to because every exchange will be followed by the title of property on the blockchain. So there's going to be a great deal of progress when that comes in. We're getting ready, and for humanity only has 2 or 3 months left to really make the choice to stay in 3D or move into 4th and 5th dimension. So 4th, 5th dimension. For it's all happening, the choice has already been made on the soul level. Some souls it's not to blame, but they still need many lifetime in third dimension before they're ready for ascension. Yet a lot of them are mature enough that they will choose. They have chosen to, no matter how hard it is, to go through the ascension process. But although the choice is made on the soul level, it may be difficult for some people because the conscious mind of human beings have to collaborate and participate within its own ascension. It's not just say, well, I'm going to wait till the galactics are here and I can see it on TV that I'm going to believe in them, or I'm going to wait that the Christ descend to say that God exists. Or there is all kinds of people that are waiting for the change to happen outside, but that there is no faith, so there will be no rewards. It is like those who are not allow themselves to feel the inner pain will not be able to feel the inner joy. We have to allow ourselves to feel all, develop more courage, but we do need to do a little bit, to accept, to change ourselves in order to make the change possible. If we don't change, then life won't change. We'll get more of the same. So we do need to create those things within ourselves before we see it outside. But there is such an amazing alignment. I can feel the change has happened. I can feel the alignment. I have this alignment with my soulmates, and my project is aligning. Everything is unfolding. There's people coming to me to buy art, and so it's really nice. And if you're interested about paintings, do not hesitate to call on me. If you want a private session or a tarot reading, you can also send me an email. I thank you so very much for liking, sharing, commenting, as well as subscribing. I thank you for your donations. It's really kind. So it is important also to live in the present, to come back always to the present, to the center, to the heart, and then we move into the presence, because the presence is really our refuge. It is a dimension outside of time. It is fully aware of all things. It is a presence. It is the present, the I am presence of God. And eventually we want to be seated in our I am presence like a throne, as a sovereign within the kingdom of God. And so we're moving from the present to the presence. And because that will be really, it's really a safe passage through the times that are coming. There's going to be a lot of chaos that are going to be happening, that are going to be going on as the world change and shift. Well, my friends, I hope you're having a good day. We're getting ready to be surprised, to embrace the unexpected and to move. There's going to be a great deal of change that are going to be a little bit sudden. They're not going to be brutal, but they're going to be sudden. So just be calm and take it. Take it as they come. And the card from the Akash is the angel, so it's a very divine time. When the angels are at work, everything works fine, everything flows. It's like my guardian angel. And I'm going to show some paintings here. Those paintings, the more you look at them, the more things you're going to see, and they're very full of life and energy. It's really 3 paintings. I may have 3 canvases that may go to Australia. Plus 2 pieces on paper. And this one, I didn't want to do anything on it. I feel it's like it's too settled. It's too. So I'm gonna keep it like that. Sometimes it's tempting to do more, but the first gesture is sometimes it's plenty enough. So well, I'm going to put a few more cards. But I had this song that went through my head the whole night long, so I thought I'd sing it. It's a song that talks about our immortal self and the world of control and the world of form and the life of Earth on the Earth. It's a mysterious song in many ways. It's a song of David Bowie. It's called "The Man Who Sold the World." Da 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 da. We passed upon the stairs and spoke of what and when, although I wasn't there. He said I was his friend, which came as a surprise. I spoke into his eyes, I thought you died alone, a long, long time ago. Who knows? not me. We never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Dum, 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 dum. I laughed and shook his hand and made my way back home. I searched for foam and land. For years and years I roamed. I gaze a gazeless stare. We walked a million hills. I must have died alone a long, long time ago. Who knows? Not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world. Dum 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 da 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 dum da 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 dum. The man who sold the world. So I do feel the change is going to be radical. It's going to be so nice. I can feel it already. It's good to feel already as if we were, when we feel something really good is coming, it's like to already embody it as much as possible. So the transition will be smoother when the physical manifestation happens. And it took me a long time because I've been feeling it a long time, but now I feel it's there. And the card of the day is courage. Continue to unfold your courage. You don't want to ask too much courage because God will send you a test and trial. So, but the courage is to overcome our limitation. The more courage we have, the more love and compassion, and the more lucidity and wisdom we'll get as well. For the higher wisdom is serenity. To stay, serenity is like peace on a higher level. Is the opposite of agitation. Is the ability to, we have to learn to return to do breath, to center, to peace. And serenity is like serenity and lucidity are the attributes we want to anchor, regardless of what happened. There is no more, when there is no more trigger, we remain serene like the Buddha. What we need to understand is forgiveness. There is so much we need to forgive everybody. It's very important not to be tied up to karmic cycles, as well as to forgive ourselves for all that we've done wrong in our imagination or in reality, to be in complete forgiveness. For if we forgive ourselves and we forgive others, it'll be a lot easier for God to forgive us. As long as we hold grudges, then God will show us our own shortcomings and say, well, you're judging others, so just maybe judge for that. So it is important to know that everybody's doing their best, and sometimes it's like to make a clean slate. To not hold on to the past and to be able to start something new. So forgiveness is very, very important, very essential, something that we continue to have to work on, work with. And right now what we do is to pass the tests and trials. So it's like we're still being tested. We're still not completely on the other side of the river. There is still currents. There is all kinds of things, and the outcome is a learning process. We're all learning through the process. So it's a learning process. It's a school. So just continue to ask to go into the mystery school. They're closed on most of the mystery schools are closed now because they need all the light workers to be present within the world. So they don't go into high mountains in the temples of initiation and all that. But we can still do that on the astral plane. We can still do that. At night as well. And just continue to call on your Creator, call on your guides, call on the archangels, call on the ascended masters. Remember, you are that which is the I am. That is our true nature. This is the only identity we want to identify with, is the Creator. This is our true identity. There can be no other. Everything else is just a game, an illusion, a temporary separation. And once we are part of the test and trial is about acceptation. I want to find out a little bit more about those tests, about acceptation. Things are the way they are because there is a purpose to it, a lesson to be learned. The test and trial are teaching us patience, and they will teach us this forgiveness, the reconciliation. So we need to reconciliate ourselves and with many aspects of other people, maybe. And doesn't mean like we want to world those people that have ill will toward us, not to invite us in our inner circle. It's not about that, but it's about forgiving them, to make peace with that, and so it closes the karma. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.